What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. I hope you are doing well. We thank God for the farm. Now, in today's video, we are going to talk about prop farms. What are prop farms? How do you get involved? Can anybody get involved in these prop farms? What are some of the rules that you have to adhere to when trading these prop farms? How do you request a payout? Do we have farms that are scam? Do we have others that are legit? I'm also going to show you my favorite prop farm and the one that I'm currently involved in. I have an account, with FundingPips, which is really a good farm. It is my favorite farm at the moment, and I'm going to show you why. Now, you guys know that trading is capital intensive. That's number one. And it being capital intensive, not all people have access to large capital in terms of having your own money to trade. Now, a pro firm is like a company that funds traders with big capital, so that those traders can trade the money and get a payout. These firms, however, are traded by skilled traders. Only skilled traders can manage to trade these prop firms, because at first, when you get involved, you have to do some sort of evaluation. It is like an exam whereby you are given a demo account, you trade that demo account, get to certain profit target. Okay, we have different models. I'm going to show you later in the video. You get to certain targets. Some firms require you to target 8%, others require you to target 10%, and then you have another phase whereby you can target maybe 4%, depending on the firm, or target around 5% in other firms. So it all depends on the firm. But either way, you have to prove to them that you can trade. Okay, how do you do that? Through the evaluation, reaching the targets that they want you to get to. So once you finish all that target, you can get a funded account whereby when you trade and reach some profit, you can withdraw and get a portion of that target, which is around 80% for most firms, and then they keep 20%. Well, this payout can keep on being scaled up compared with how many targets, how many profit targets you meet, or how many payouts you get from the farm. It can keep on increasing. Maybe today it's 80%. The next time, after a couple of payouts, they scale it up to 85%, to 90%, to 100%, depending on the number of payouts that you have received, the amount of payouts, and even it depends on the farm. Different farms have different scale ups. Now, today I'm going to show you, or rather, I'm going to review this prop farm that I really love, that is FundingPips. I have been trading with them for a while. I'm currently on a challenge. I haven't passed it yet, but I will be showing you the progress that I've made, where I am right now, the trades that I have taken, and maybe the growth, or rather the drawdown that I am in currently. And I hope you will enjoy it. And I will even show you the rules that the farm has. What do you have to follow for you to get funded with that farm? For you to pass the evaluation, what are the targets that they want you to make? And I will show you. Now, without wasting time, let's get to it. Alright guys, welcome back. Let's have a look at FundingPips. Remember guys, FundingPips is one of the prop firm companies that fund traders. Okay, we also have others. We have some like Funded Next, FTMO. We have the 5 Eyes. We have my Funded FX. all those are other prop firms. Okay, I will be um, reviewing them in future or in other videos, but in today's video we are concentrating on FundingPips. Now let me show you. So guys, this is their website. As you can see, FundingPips uh, looks good. So when I go down here, you can see different models of the farm that they provide. We have FundingPips, FundingPips Plus, yeah, and FundingPips X. Now, these are different models with different rules that I'm going to show you one by one. Now, let's have a look at FundingPips model. So in this model, you can get one-step challenge, a two-step challenge, and a three-step challenge. And what this means is that for you to start trading a master account, or rather an account that you can get payout from your profit, it requires you one step, just one step, whereby you can target uh, around 10% of your account. Let's say, for example, you purchase an account of $5,000. Okay, $5,000 account, you will have to target 10%, which is $500. Now, starting with this FundingPips one-step challenge, you get some rules whereby you have a trading period, you have unlimited trading periods. Now, when these prop firms were getting started, most of them had limitation in terms of the number of days you're supposed to trade. Some had, whereby you have to trade within a period of 1 month, then target this 10%. It was very difficult. Very few traders were able to get funded during those times because it is not easy. At times the market conditions are very tough, so it might not be easy to uh, target 10% in 1 month, whereas in other months, the market is very good. You can target some good profit. Uh, you can get, depending on what the market gives you, you can even get 15% in 1 month. And other months, you are even in drawdown. It's very normal in this market. So you get unlimited trading period. You can trade for as long as you want. Okay, take your time, no rush until you meet the 10% target. Now, the minimum trading days is 3 days. Sorry, 3 days. What this means is that for you to get a payout, or for you to pass this challenge, you must have traded for at least 3 days. Okay, uh, you can't just pass this account with only one trade or in one day. You must at least trade for 3 days. Now, you might pass it in one day, but you will not receive the master account credentials until you wait for another day, place a trade, and then another day you place another trade. Uh, that's when you pass. But it's not a big deal because even if you place the minimum lot size, it is regarded as a trading day, so it is not really a big deal. Now we have this one, which is a maximum daily loss, that is 4%. In this 4%, it means that your daily loss cannot exceed 4% of the opening balance or equity. Okay. Now, if your equity is at the beginning of the day, it's $10,000. Now you cannot you know get some losses exceeding $400. If you exceed $400, you get disqualified. You lose your account, and you donate your money to the prop firm. Now we have maximum loss, which is 6%. What this means is that your account should not exceed 6% drawdown of the initial balance. So if you purchased let's say a $10,000 account, uh, you cannot lose more than $600. If you lose more than $600, then you get disqualified. Then we have profit target, which is 10% for this step one account, 10%, then leverage 1 to 50. And then from there, when you pass all these and get this target without breaching any of these rules, uh, the company will review your trading, and then within a few hours or days, you will receive these credentials. And then for the master account, whereby you can trade and get a payout, the trading period is still unlimited. Maximum loss remains 4%. The daily loss remains 4%, maximum loss remains 6%, and then the profit target, you really don't have a limit. Then leverage 1 to 50. Reward split is quite every Tuesday. Okay, you get every Tuesday, whereby you get 80% reward split. So if, for example, you make $1,000, you know, you will receive $800, which is quite good. It is quite a good way of making money, especially when you don't have capital as a trader. It is absolutely amazing. So those are the rules for the step one. Now for the step two, this is what happens for the step two, and this is the most preferred uh, model for most traders. Now, in step two, you have two evaluations. You undergo two steps or two evaluations, two stages before you get funded. Now, you have a stage one, or rather phase one, which they call student phase. Then we have stage two or phase two, which they call practitioner phase. Then we have the funded stage, whereby you can trade and get your payout. They call it the master. There's some unique terms. The master account. Now, in this stage, that is the phase one, the trading period, you are not limited. Okay, you can take your time. The minimum trading days you need to have traded 3 days, and then you have the maximum daily loss. You cannot exceed 5% of your opening equity. If your equity was at the beginning of the day, or when the time resets, it was 10,000 USD, for example, you cannot exceed that by a drawdown of 5%. You can't lose more than 5% in a day, in simple terms. Then maximum loss, you cannot lose more than 10% in your initial balance. When you breach this, when you lose more than 10%, you are disqualified, in this phase. Now, the profit target for this phase is 80%, 8%, which is $400 for the 5K account. Then the leverage, you get a little bit higher than the one step, uh, model, whereby you get here you get 1 to 100. In the one step model, you'll get 1 to 50, which is quite low as compared to this one. Now, this phase one. After passing all this, you will get your account. Now for phase two, whereby you will have to trade this account with no limitations in terms of the days you have to trade this account. Then minimum trading days, you have 3 trading days. You need to have placed a trade, at least one trade, in at least 3 days for you to pass this account. The maximum daily loss remains 5%. Maximum loss overall remains 10%. Then you get to target 5%, in this phase, it is quite low as compared to the first phase. Okay, here you are targeting 8%, now you are targeting 5%, quite low. Leverage remains the same. Now, after finishing all these, the company will have to review your account, your trading history, check whether you breached any rule during these evaluations. And once you are approved to be a good trader, then you get your credentials to trade your master account, or rather the funded account, where you get these same rules: unlimited trading days, you have 5% daily loss, maximum 10%. Then you get to have a profit target of you don't have a profit target here. You can make as much as you want. The leverage is 1 to 100. Then you get your reward, or rather your payout, being flexible. What this means is that funding pips have a way of distributing these payouts. They call them rewards, whereby you can choose to get a payout weekly. You can choose to get a payout bi-weekly. You can choose to get a payout every month. After 1 month you get a payout if you have made any profit. But of course, the shorter the payout time, the less the payout split. Whereby you will have bi-weekly payout getting 80% split, then you get a monthly payout getting 100% split, and when you get weekly payout, every week you get a payout, you will get as low as 60% split. I'll be showing you that later in the video, but this is basically some of the rules that you have to follow. Now, within this funding pips model, you can still go for the three-step account. This is quite, it has the most uh, steps. You have to finish this, then you do this step, then you do this one for you to get a master account. Now, here you have no limitations on trading days, 3 minimum trading days. The maximum daily loss is quite lower as compared to the other two-step. You can't lose more than 4%. Maximum loss is quite squeezed, which is 6%. Um, you know, then the target is 5%. Quite quite good, not bad. 5% one phase, then leverage of 1 to 50. Phase two, or rather the second phase, you get to target 5% still. Other rules remain the same. Then on the other one, you target 5% with the similar rules. Then you manage to get your master account with the same rules, with a payout every Tuesday. Funding pips usually pay every Tuesday if you choose to get the weekly payout. And in this particular model, which is the three-step, they will give you, they will pay you by every week. If you are lucky enough to make profit, they will pay you 80% profit split every Tuesday, which is quite good. You can go up to 100% split if you achieve what they call a hot seat. A hot seat. I'll be showing you what is a hot seat later in the video. But basically, it is whereby you have received over 16 payouts uh, with more than 40% of your initial account balance, um, which is pretty good if you manage to get to that point. So that is all for the funding pips uh, model. Then we have another model called funding pips X. So in this model, they only have a two-step account. You can only do two steps here. You can't do one step. You can't do uh, three step. You only have two step. Whereby in the first step, which is the student step. You have unlimited days, 3 days minimum trading days. You have 4% daily loss. You can't lose more than 80% of your overall uh, trading balance. Then they have something called consistency score. Now, consistency score basically means you cannot, your biggest winning day, should not exceed 45% of the profits that you have in your account. If, for example, you trade for 5 days and then one day you make a very huge win. Now, at the end of those 5 days, when you calculate all your profits, the biggest day should not exceed 45% of the profits that you have made, which is quite hectic because there are times when you get few trades that are break evens, others are losses, and then you get that one trade which is a monster. They say that rate should not exceed 45% of your profits, and if it exceeds, then you have to continue trading until you meet this 45% score. Okay, uh, it is quite not that attractive, to be honest. This rule is it gives me headache anytime I see it. I can't even attempt to purchase this funding pips X model. Uh, yes. With that, we have a profit target of 10%, then a leverage of 1 to 50. Then for the phase two, you get uh, similar rules here, consistency, but here you target 2%, quite high as compared to other models. Leverage onto 50. Then for the live account, you have the same rules. Consistency rule, 45%, which is horrible. Then one good thing with this model is that you get your reward on demand, or rather your payout is on demand anytime, regardless of whether you have traded for 5 days. But as long as you meet the 45% consistency score, you are eligible for a payout. Now, one thing I haven't shown you guys is that the cost of these um, accounts. I'll be showing you later, I promise. But for this one, for the funding pips X, the 10K account, you get it with $60. The funding pips one step 10K account, you get with 99%. The two step, you get it with $66. Then you get the 10K account, the three step, you get it with $59. And that is it. Then we can get to funding pips plus. Funding pips plus is more or less the same as the funding pips model, but in this model, one good thing with it is that they have added this 80% weekly payout. This is amazing. Now, for this model, the funding pips, they will offer you a weekly payout, but they won't give it, as whole 80%. They will give you 60%. That's the disadvantage of this one as compared to this. That is the weekly payout. But for this one to pay you 80%, you will have to sign up for the bi-weekly payout system, which is not bad. So this is quite good, but more or less the same as the funding pips model. Quite higher in price. A 10K account will get it with $109, which is quite high as compared to this. But the advantages are uh, better. Now that is it for these models. So right now, I'm going to show you some of the rules that you have to follow when trading these accounts. Let us get to the frequently asked questions, the FAQ. Now here guys, if you want to know the rules that you need to follow, for the one-step model, you just click here and then the rules will pop up. Okay, in this one-step model, you will have to do just one piece, that is the student fees. This one, that is where you will target 10%, and then minimum of 3 days, as I explained earlier. And then maximum daily loss, I was telling you that you can't lose more than 4% of the starting equity or balance, depending on which one is higher. So you might have trades running, throughout the night. By the time these balances, the balance are set, like they reset at midnight CET. You can check out this one with your local time. That is when they reset. So if you have running trades overnight, and maybe you are in drawdown, your equity is lower than your balance, they will consider the the balance, the higher value. That is, the balance will be higher. If equity will be higher than the balance, they will consider the equity. I hope you'll understand that, guys. And then the maximum loss, you can't lose more than 6%. If you have a 100K account, you can't get it to 94%, which is not that favorable, because you might get to 6% and then or rather push the account up to break even, or rather up to the profits, and even pass it. So it is quite strict, a little bit strict here, but you can opt for other options. So you can hold your trades during news and over the weekend. There is something here about news trading, guys. During evaluation, you can trade during the news, but during the funded or the master only, there is a restriction. During the news trading. Now, the trading of this news event is I could say more or less prohibited, because you are not supposed to close, or rather open, or even take partials during 5 minutes prior and after high impact news, because um, yes, you can do that. You can place a trade, you can close a trade during this 10-minute window, but the point is your profits are not going to count. Okay, you are not going to, the, the money that you'll have made will be deducted from your account. So there's no need of trading within this 10-minute window. Yeah, that's what really means here. All these stories, you can't even take partials during this 10 minutes window. If you take partials and you took the trade maybe some 30 minutes ago, before the news, all the profits will be the trade will be invalidated. However, there is an exception. If you take a trade 5 hours prior high impact news, and you hold it with through the news, or you want to take partials 5 minutes before the news, or even close it, your profits will be counted, because they are saying they want to separate the gamblers from real traders. Okay, yeah, that's their way of thinking, but I think they are trying to prevent people making a lot of money. Anyway, that's a joke. Um, we have daily lot limit. This okay. In this rule, they say that you have a 10 lots limit per day. Okay, meaning you can't exceed a 10 lot in one day cumulatively. You cannot trade using more than 10 lots. However, they say if you trade with more than 10 lots, it is a soft bridge, not a hard bridge. Meaning that you cannot be disqualified when you reach this. It means your trades will be closed when you get to this limit, and you can be able to trade the next day. But hard breaches whereby you breach the rule and then you get disqualified, or rather lose the account. And then the leverages, you can see forex 1 to 50, metals like gold 1 to 20, indices 1 to 20, energies 1 to 10, crypto 1 to 2, quite low. Then the rewards, there is they reward, as we said, 80% for one step, and it is called Tuesday reward. Okay, every Tuesday you get that reward, 80%. That is the one-step model, and then you have prohibited strategies. All the toxic trading uh, behavior. High frequency trading, server spamming, latency arbitrage, long short arbitrage. All those uh, toxic trading behaviors are really, really prohibited from this. So that's all about the one-step model, guys. Let's have a look at the two-step model. For the two-step model, pretty much the same as I explained earlier. 80% target, not really difference. Trading, maximum loss 5%. I explained this. I think I explained this from previous illustrations. Now here you get a difference. Leverage 1 to 100 for forex, metals 1 to 30, indices 1 to 20, energies 1 to 10, crypto 1 to 2. The cycle. This is what I want to teach you guys, to show you the reward system of this two-step account. Now a trader is eligible to request a payout based on the cycle they chose during the receiving the master account. It can be either Tuesday payout, you can choose bi-weekly or monthly. Now, the different reward cycles have, different reward split or payout split. If you choose to be paid, weekly, for example, the Tuesday paid, you will be getting 60% of your total profit. Okay. When you choose to be paid every 2 weeks, that's the bi-weekly, you get 80% profit split, um, which is quite good. I love this. I think this is good. This is better. I don't want it too soon, and I don't want it after a long period of time, like 1 month. No, I'm okay with 80% bi-weekly. Then if you choose to get all your profit, that is the 100% of your profit, you have to wait for 30 days to request your payout. That is after placing the first trade in your funded account. And then you have on-demand payouts and 100% split, whereby you have to achieve something called hot seat. And a hot seat, guys, a hot seat is, let me show you what hot seat is. Now, in this hot seat, you will have, after 16 rewards or after 16 payouts, with a total of 40% split, you will ascend to the pinnacle, as an elite trader, whereby you will, have to enjoy these privileges, on demand payouts, 100% split. You can, access 2 million in capital uh, from the farm. Yeah, all those. You will have your drawdown limits increased daily, drawdown increased, all those limits increased. That is really what happens in this two model. Then you have the three model system. Let's have a look at this. You have phase one target 5%, as I explained everything. The rules The new trading rules apply everywhere across all the all the accounts. You cannot trade within the 10-minute window. The maximum daily limit, as I explained earlier, 4% for this 10-minute window, 10 daily lots, which is can't exceed 10 lots. However, this rule applies only to the one step and three step. For the two step, this one does not exist, which makes it my favorite and the one that I love trading because it is less stressful as compared to others. I think we have covered better part of what I wanted to show you. Right now, I want to show you something. Um, how do you get a payout? You have traded, you have passed all the evaluation, you have you have funded account, you have made profit, and now you want to get a payout. Now, um, what you how do I request a reward or another payout? Now they say in your dashboard on our website you can see rewards in the menu. By filling everything you can go request a payout, then it will be processed within 1 to 3 working days, and then minimum amount you can request is 1% of your initial balance. So if for example you have a $10,000 account, you can't request an amount less than $100. Okay. Now when you request this payout, you can request them in two ways. You have crypto option, and then you have what they call Rise. Now we have Rise, whereby you sign up with Rise, and then these guys, the prop firm, when you request a payout, they deposit it to your Rise account. Then with the Rise account, the Rise account is like just the same as the way you have, PayPal, for example. You get to withdraw from Rise account to either your crypto wallet or your bank account, uh, depending on what method you would like. So that is how this payout systems work, and I think pretty much you have understood that. I would like to show you something about how rewards with Rise work, for example. Uh, you know, um, it is specializing in word processing, similar to Deal. You have another one called Deal, but these ones withdrew themselves from prop firms because of some sort of prop firm saga that was going on back around 1 year ago, whereby prop firms were being shut down. Um, yeah, that is how it works. They saying once you complete the KYC is just know your customer, but you get to upload some documents. Like your ID card. You get to scan your face and send it to them. All that document is what is called KYC verification. Once you finish that, you can get them get that account. Then your prop firm payout can be deposited to them. Then you can you know get a payout. Then you can also get a payout through crypto. You can uh, request your payout via crypto direct to your crypto wallet from this prop firm, whereby at first they used to have a limit whereby you can withdraw through crypto, but just the other day they dropped down that rule. You can withdraw any amount using crypto from the prop firm direct to your crypto wallet. Right now, guys, I want to show you, um, my account that I've been trading with FundingPips so far. I want to get to their dashboard. Mm. get to their dashboard, and then I will show you. So right here you can see my account. You can see my account. I've taken 9 trades. You know, I've traded for 7 days. If I go to dashboard, um, if I go to dashboard, you can see I'm in a drawdown of 0.97% or around 1%. I haven't traded it for a long time, so I'm not scared of anything. Whatever happens, happens. It is a game of probabilities. I will take my time. However, I'll be careful because we are approaching holidays, the December holidays. The markets at that time they are not quite friendly, so I'll be super careful. Might pass it even next year. Who knows? Depending on what the market gives us. Yeah, I think, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching to the end of this video. Please remember to subscribe. Remember to turn on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be among the first people to watch it. Thank you so much. God bless you. Cheers.